Winter is around the corner, and when winter comes, the heavy hitters come out. Okay? When winter comes, the heavy hitters come out to play. So, today we're gonna be looking at some heavy fragrances for winter. When it's cold outside, when it's snowy, when the snowman comes to play, and of course, Santa Claus is just around the corner for the holidays. This is a perfect time to bust out these fragrances that I'm gonna show you right now. These are beautiful, they are strong, honey, and they are very sophisticated, and they will last and last and last. But then it's perfect for everyone since it's cold outside and your noses are not stuffed with the pollen, you're not having allergies, your noses are not running, you're not getting a headache because you're too hot or it's hot outside, you know. So this is a perfect fragrance for a cold weather which we're entering. Personally, you guys already know on this channel, I don't care that much as to what weather is it, or I wear what I want to wear when I want to wear it. And when I say I wear, I'm talking about fragrances. So this is not for me, this is for you, because I will wear these fragrances anytime. So let's look at the first fragrance on the line here. If you've used any of these fragrances, you know that it is super strong, and this is no other than Tom Ford Velvet Orchid. Now I'll tell you why I didn't bring Black Orchid. Black Orchid is very different from Velvet Orchid, and for some reason I prefer the Velvet Orchid. This is what it looks like. This fragrance, I don't know the notes to this fragrance. I don't think it has oud. If it has oud, big deal, but this fragrance smells strong, and I absolutely love the scent of Velvet Orchid by Tom Ford. So there is the gold, there is the rose gold, there's the purple, then there's the black. The purple is like my second favorite because I love the gold and the rose gold first, but this one will last, honey. This will last hours on your skin, and it will last days on your clothing. So this is the first fragrance from Tom Ford, Velvet Orchid. All right, so the next heavy hitter for winter or cold weather, I've spoken about this before, and child, the ambrosia, the green apple that's coming out of this fragrance, this is a fan favorite. The girls are loving this. This is very mature. This screams grown woman. There's a price to back it up as well, but if we don't talk about the price and the notes, how does this fragrance make you feel? It makes me feel grown. It makes me feel sophisticated. It makes me feel very different, okay? And that is Creed Aventus For Her. My nose is itchy, sorry. That is Creed Aventus For Her. So this is what it looks like. This is the big bottle. They have a tiny bottle. This is, I think this is a 2.5 ounce. I think they have the 1 ounce or something. People are raving on about Aventus, Creed Aventus for men, but they're not talking about Creed Aventus for women. Honey, this fragrance, the green apple is insane. It has a strong idyllic scent. It is so alluring. It is so strong. Every time I've spoken about this fragrance, I've always said one thing: do not overspray this particular fragrance because you will get a headache. Take it from the queen of the Oversprayers Association. I overspray all my fragrances. I don't care. I will overspray. I go in, baby. I go in on my fragrances. So I would say do not overspray this. But because it's cold outside, you might want to kick it up a little notch, you know. And so this smells strong. So here's a secret for strong fragrances. If your fragrance is too strong, the secret is you don't want to spray closer to your nose. You want to avoid your top area. So you will not spray this fragrance in the back of your ears. If you cannot stand the fact that it's too strong, do not spray it in the back of your ears and beside your shirt. Spray it on your lower areas. Spray it in your wrist like this. spray it in your elbows, spray it at the bottom of your clothes. Do not spray it at the top, or do not spray behind your ears, because it's very polarizing and you might not like it. But the girls are loving it. I in particular, I am loving Creed Aventus For Her. I can talk about this fragrance all day. It is worth the hype, and it is definitely worth the price. Okay, so let's move on to the next fragrance that is a heavy hitter for winter. We're going back to Tom Ford, and that will be Black Orchid. This is in the gold bottle. Oh, this is beautiful. It's not as super strong as the one in the black bottle. This one in the gold bottle, I think they kind of kicked it down a little, and so the scent is not that in your face and like makes you nauseated or want to throw up, kind of. But this is super good. This is a unisex perfume. Even the Velvet Orchid, the one that I showed you before, it is also a unisex perfume. Both are. So the thing about this perfume is it will last all day. You can reapply if you want to, but you don't have to. That smells good. That smells really good. Now there's something about Black Orchid that it smells like something I've smelled before. It almost smells like Absolute Aphrodisiac, but by Initio. It smells like Absolute Aphrodisiac by Initio, but a little bit enhanced. So yeah, this is a good fragrance for winter time. Beautiful. You're gonna smell great in your fur coat. You're gonna smell great in your trench coats, in your jackets. Yep. So the next fragrance that is beautiful for winter time, this is a strong vanilla. This is a very unconventional vanilla. This is not your candy sweet gourmand vanilla, okay? And this is Annie by Nishane. Annie by Nishane. This is what it looks like. I have used it quite a little. Oh gosh, I love Annie. If I had to choose my favorite Nishane fragrance between Annie, Hatzivat, and 100 Silent Ways, which it's a cult favorite, the girls are going crazy over these three, I will choose Annie anytime, any day, simply because it's strong. It has the spicy notes that I like, and the strength of this fragrance is just uncompared to any Nishane fragrance that I know of, okay? And this is called Nishane. It's not called Nishane. I have no idea where people came up with that. And this is the Extrait de Parfum. So there's a new Annie that was released. It's called Annie X, which is Annie 10. It was released for the 10-year anniversary of Nishane. I don't like it. I love the original Annie. So the Annie X, they kind of watered it down a little, which it did make me mad, but I still have the original. I'm gonna look for a way to stock up on this original just in case they decide to do something dumb and, you know, kind of stop producing this. So I'm gonna have a backup bottle to my backup bottle. So this is Annie. Beautiful. You can overspray on this one. It's very strong. It's very spicy. This is a different type of vanilla. It's not playing by any of the vanilla rules, so you gotta be careful with this one. But you know me, I love a heavy fragrance. I want you to smell me in your dreams. I want you to smell me after I'm gone. I want you to smell me 24 hours later. Annie is that girl for you, okay? So now the next heavy hitter for winter time is an oud fragrance. Ouds comes from arganwood. They are great for winter time. They're the best fragrances for winter time because they're strong. So a lot of mild fragrances, the scents might get lost in the cold. People's noses are stuffed, so they might not smell it. The scent might get lost in the cold, so you need strong fragrances in the winter time. And how can you talk about strong fragrances and you don't talk about an oud fragrance? So this is Oud, Royal Princess Oud by Creed. This is what the bottle looks like. If my camera will focus, this is what the bottle looks like. Very pricey. All the fragrances I've shown you here, they're very pricey, but this one is really, really pricey. This and the Creed Aventus For Her, which in hindsight, all Creed fragrances are very expensive, okay? This was in the $400 price point. I don't remember exactly what it was after tax, but it was above $400. So yes, the main ingredients here is the oud, and let me tell you, I'm not gonna spray this in the air. This is too expensive. We're not gonna do that today. And let me tell you, this fragrance will last and last and last. It's very, very cool and cozy and beautiful in the winter time. Even in the fall, when the weather is cold outside, it's rainy, you pop this on, you smell like a dream. Okay? Okay. Now, the last fragrance that we're gonna look into, which is perfect for the fall, is the Casa Morati Bouquet Ideal by Zerjob. So this is what it looks like. This is not your regular cherry fragrance. This is not your regular syrupy scent fragrance. This is a different type of cherry. This is a very sophisticated cherry. It's a cherry that does not play by any cherry rules, just like Annie does not play by any vanilla rules. This is a beautiful cherry. This will outperform a lot of fragrances, honestly. It lasts for hours and hours. It will last days on your clothing. On your body, it will last like 10 hours. You literally have to scrub it off of you to get Bouquet Ideal off of you. You have to scrub it off. You have to take a shower with soap. You have to exfoliate, and you have to use a loafer. A wash rack is not gonna cut it. You need to scrub it off of you. That's how this fragrance is. Every fragrance that I've showed you here in this video for winter, you need to scrub it off of you, okay? So this, absolutely love it. Like I said, the longevity, the performance is chef's kiss. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. You need to try this fragrance when the weather is cold outside. I remember Christmas last year, this was what I had on. I had a Christmas party at my house. I was hosting my friends, some guests, and so it was just beautiful. And I did receive some compliments about this fragrance. So you will receive a lot of compliments because it smells very different. It smells like syrup, but like in a good way, not the type of syrup that makes you nauseated or makes you feel like you want to throw up. This is really good. All right, you guys, we've come to the end of this video. If you like what you've seen so far, please join the family. If you are a returning subscriber or you already subscribed, thank you so much for riding out with me, and I love you guys so very much. Until the next video, is bye bye from my end, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.